What's up, everybody? Welcome to racingdudes.com. Welcome back to another one of our previews. Let's go for some non-Kentucky Derby prep racing action. First time in a while we've done that, probably since the Pegasus World Cup. Let's go to the Makers Mark Mile coming up this Saturday at Keeneland. It's going to be awesome. Excuse me, this Friday. Let me back up. This Friday at Keeneland. It feels like a Saturday race, though. Race 9 on that Friday card, a field of 12. We do have also eligibles here too, at least one of them at least. We'll talk about that. This is a Breeders' Cup Mile feel. We have the Breeders' Cup Mile winner here. We have, the fourth place runner in the Breeders' Cup Mile here in this race as well. So it is going to be an absolutely fantastic race. Maybe the race of the year so far. I don't know if I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but man, when they drew this, I thought, boy, this could be the race of the year so far here in the United States. Like I said, Friday, April 10th, here we go, going a mile on the turf at beautiful Keeneland, and we're going to start with the number 1 Rhetorical to kick it off. And Rhetorical was able to come to Keeneland last year in the fall and win the Grade 1 Turf Mile here by 3/4 of a length, beat Program Trading and Brilliant Birdie before going on and running 4th in the Breeders' Cup Mile to a notable speech. The good news is he loves this turf course, talking about Rhetorical. Irad Ortiz Jr. here to ride once again. No surprise at all there. The bad news is notable speeches in this race. I bet they were I don't know. Maybe they knew notable speech was coming, but I was a little shocked to see he was here, with all the Derby action that we're covering. I hadn't really looked at the probables for this race, and he is here. But Rhetorical, man, for a long time, I would say, or at least for a bit, he looked like the winner of the Breeders' Cup Mile last year. He put his about a length in front there and turning for home. And I thought, oh my gosh, Rhetorical, the New York bred's going to do it. He did get caught late, like we're mentioning, but still good to see him back. Very excited to see Rhetorical in this spot. And look, I think he comes in here with a big shot, no doubt about it. The number 2 is One Stripe. One Stripe is a horse that is coming off a second place finishing in the Pegasus World Cup turf. Second by a neck, ran really, really well that day. A horrific trip in that race where he probably gets the job done. 2 races back, won an allowance. 3 races back, they tried the Breeders' Cup Mile as well. He finished 13th that day, just didn't do much running. Then that was after running 5th, beating 5 lengths in the Woodbine Mile. The good news is, he's getting better, and I think the last race was tremendous. The bad news is notable speeches here. He's lost 2 times when he's faced him, but another really, really nice horse. There's no doubt about it. I thought he was probably best in the Pegasus World Cup turf and just didn't get the job done, but still running that second was pretty impressive. Let's go to the number 3, Troubleshooting. This is a horse that's actually pretty darn good. 3 races back, he won the Franklin Simpson. 2 races back, he won the Bryan Station right here at Keeneland, going 1 mile. Last time out in the Commonwealth, didn't run very well at all, got 9th, beaten 12 lengths, but had been, very good, running first or second in 4 straight races before that. The problem is this is just a very difficult race, a big jump up in class for Troubleshooting. He's 30-1 on the morning line. Can you imagine? 3 races ago, he was winning a Grade 1 at Kentucky Downs. 2 races ago, he's winning on the turf at Keeneland at this distance. He's 30-1, and he probably should be because he just looks to be a little bit of a cut below, 5, 6, 7 horses in here, and that's not really a knock on the horse. It's just that's how good this race is. But he's showing up here with a big with a big chance, I think, to outrun those 30-1 odds. Can he win? I don't think so. I mean, could he finish in the bottom of the superfecta and really make it pay? I don't think it's out of the question. So we'll see, and we'll kind of track what he does there. The number 4 is Notable Speech. And look, this is the Breeders' Cup Mile winner, also the Woodbine Mile winner last year as well. 2 really impressive efforts there. Only other start in the United States came in last year's Breeders' Cup Mile over at Del Mar when he finished 3rd, beating 3/4 of a length. And look, I don't really think he had an excuse. He just kind of got beat that day. I thought he was going to win. And he just didn't get the job done, but went back overseas after that and, ran in some really, really difficult Group 1 races, got second in the race right before coming back to the United States. And I thought the prep in the United States North America, we should say, Woodbine up in Canada. So I'll correct myself there. But I thought the prep here on the North American style of racing, let's go with that, there in the Woodbine Mile, I thought it was really smart. I think, it may have helped him to get a race with that kind of style of race course before going ultimately to the Breeders' Cup Mile and winning. I thought he was sensational in the Breeders' Cup Mile. You know, if he can bring that race here again, I think he's awfully tough to beat in here. William Buick does come in for the ride. I think that is a very, very obviously a very, very good sign when Buick comes over with these Appleby horses. So notable speech in here, obviously with a big chance. Omorei City is the 5 horse, another Charlie Appleby horse. Buick had been riding this one as well overseas. He will not here. He will, jump on and ride notable speech. Mullen will come over with Omorei City. This horse did come to the United States in 2024, ran in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, where he was 3rd, beaten 3/4 of the length behind Henry Matisse and Ironman Cal. 2 decent horses there. Last year stayed, for just 2 races in 2025, and got 3rd and 12th, and then kind of was on the bench for a while. Came back this year in 2026, has been at Maidan 2 races back, got 2nd in a listed stakes race, and then 12th last time out. Seems like a little bit of a long shot here, but I think anything Appleby sends over, you kind of got to respect. I just don't think this is the spot for that horse, and I think the fact that Buick, lost the name there. The fact that Buick's on notable speech is, obviously pretty important and not surprising whatsoever. This is the next one that is very interesting to me. The number 6 Zulu Kingdom, a horse I absolutely loved last year. I've always liked him. I really loved him last year. Picked up wins at Tampa, then went and won the American Turf at Churchill Downs I really needed him to win that day, and he did, and I was very impressed. Went up to Saratoga and won on July 4th, and the Manila ran well again. Came back to run in the Hall of Fame on August 14th, won that race, got disqualified in one of the worst disqualifications in the history of horse racing. I have no idea how they took that horse down that day up at Saratoga in the Hall of Fame, but they did. I just don't care about that. Whatever, right? He won that race fair and square. He didn't come back to the races after that. We haven't seen him since August of 2025. What a spot to bring him back in. But I'm telling you, I really, really have always liked this horse. Flavian Pratt is going to get aboard again. Is this the best spot? Will he be able to do it off the bench here? I don't know, but keep an eye out for this one. This is a very nice horse and one I liked all year last season. The number 7 is Tenacious Leader. This is a horse that, again, on the surface looks like pretty decent horse. Just this is a very tough race. Coming off a 5th place effort and allowance optional claimer at Gulfstream. 2 races back, was 2nd behind Troubleshooting in the Bryan Station. 3 races back, was an allowance winner right here at Keeneland. Just looks overmatched in this spot, but a horse that, like I say, is a pretty nice horse. The number 8 is Bear River. Bear River, he hasn't been in the best form lately, and he's also been sprinting on the turf at Fairgrounds and at Keeneland. He was in the Shakertown last week, so I don't know if he'll run or not. He was 9th, beaten 4.5 there. He didn't run too bad. 2 races there at Fairgrounds, sprinting 3rd and 3rd. He seemed like a real long shot to me, not one I've got a lot of interest in. The number 9, Wolfie's Dynaghost. Very interesting horse here. He had won 3 straight races. He won a handicap at Colonial. He won the River City at Churchill, and he won the Fort Lauderdale at Gulfstream Park. Came back in the Canadian turf last time out at Gulfstream Park. Just didn't run very well. Kind of had a trip that I thought he could, go out there and maybe win this race, and just didn't run all that well. Got caught, got 5th, beaten 4 lengths, maybe just bounced after that huge race in the Fort Lauderdale. Back here in a good spot, or a tough spot is what I meant to say. A very tough spot, but an ambitious placing here. I think he's a pace presence. I don't think that he can hold on in this spot. And I'm going to take a pass on him here. But boy, when he runs his best, he's very tough to beat. I wouldn't be shocked, but I'm going to take a pass on Wolfie's Dynaghost in this one. Let's go on to another horse I really love. And that's kind of a theme of this race. You're going to have to pick against a couple on top that you do really like. The number 10 Deterministic, 3 straight victories to round out his 2025 season. Won the Fort Marcy up at Belmont at the Big A, won the Manhattan at Saratoga in a great effort, and then won the 4-star Dave, cutting back to a mile up at Saratoga as well. Those were not easy races to win, and this horse was able to do it. Miguel Clement had great success with this horse in the 2 starts last year after his father passed away. Well, I love this horse, but, off the bench, we haven't seen him since August. Can he win this race? Can he get up here and beat Notable Speech, Rhetorical? It's going to be tough. I think he's ready to rock and roll. Read an article about Miguel Clement bringing back his big horses. Far Bridge was a horse that came back at Gulfstream and won off the bench. And he kind of said, look, I like all these horses coming back. Excited to get them going again. But he was pretty bullish, as was his comment on Deterministic. So I think he loves him. Tough spot here. I'm hard-pressed to leave him off tickets, though. I think Deterministic shows up here with a big chance if he's ready to run off the layoff. The number 11 is Tiz Dashing. Tiz Dashing, 20-1 on the morning line. Another horse that won last time out in a grade 3 race, Canadian turf, beat Wolfie's Dynaghost, so we talked about just a minute ago. Tiz Dashing, really, really nice effort there, winning at 11-1, 2 races back. Got beat a nose in a stakes race at Gulfstream. 3 races back, won a grade 3 at Aqueduct. I mean, again, it's another horse kind of is pretty damn good. That's 20-1 on the morning line and probably deserves to be. I don't have a ton of interest in Tiz Dashing here, but I do think this is another one, just kind of circle and say, okay, when it gets a little bit of an easier spot, he can make an impact in a big race. Number 12 is Brilliant Birdie, coming off of a 4th place effort down at Fairgrounds, beaten by Laganos, and Laganos ran well that day and ran really well the whole meet there at Fairgrounds. 2 races back in the turf mile at Keeneland, beaten only a length by Rhetorical on a day. Brilliant Birdie ran pretty well. Just kind of a smidge below these top horses, but 4 races back, won the Wise Dan. I mean, this horse can run. And Sharitavo having another really good season, but I think this might be a little bit overmatched. Maybe wait for him when he gets back against a little bit easier of company. Finally, the also eligibles, the number 13 Pitkin, a horse 30-1, coming off of 2 straight victories since moving over to the turf at Gulfstream Park. Broke the maiden 2 races back and then won an allowance last time out. Much, much tougher competition. Don't like Pitkin in this spot, but another one that's starting to kind of mature at the right time. All right, well, let's get to it. And just what a field this is. I'm going to go number 4, Notable Speech on top. I just feel like Notable Speech, his best race, just a little bit better than everybody else's here. Excited to see him run. I think this is a really, really good race. He definitely could get beat. I'll definitely be the first to admit that. I think the number 10 Deterministic is the danger here. I remember really wanting to bet Deterministic after he won the 4-star Dave. I was already thinking about the Breeders' Cup Mile. Fortunately, he got injured, didn't get to run in it. Great time to kind of test him here. Might need one off the bench, but I do like number 10 Deterministic in second. Number 1 Rhetorical in third for me. Horse for course for sure, and just a really nice horse in general. And then in fourth, I've got the number 6 Zulu Kingdom. Very intrigued by him coming back. Another one just coming off the bench, but another one I've really liked for a long time, and big fan of Zulu Kingdom. So I'm going to go 4, 10, 1, 6. That's 4 Notable Speech, 10 Deterministic, 1 Rhetorical, and 6 Zulu Kingdom. All right, guys, I'll do this for a preview. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe, you really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're playing Keeneland on Friday.